New Year, everyone. I'm back again with another episode of Wine About It. As I said last time, if you guys haven't watched, we're not going to bring in wine this season. We're going to bring in water for the remainder of the season because I'm not trying to break my diet and have nothing to eat tonight. But what's up, anyways, with this episode, we're going to focus on what is it like to have a disability and to live with having a disability. So, we're actually going to talk about my disability. For those of you all who have not watched the first episode, I told you guys I have like a tic disorder. And basically, we're going to just dive right in. If you don't know what tics is, you know what T-Rex. Tics is like a smaller form of T-Rex. So, to basically describe it, is like when you make these motions with your face, like ah, or like something like that, or you shake your, like, everyone have their own tic. People who have tics have their own specific tic, whatever. So that's when like you have to do it uncontrollably, or like you're just like, if you don't do it, you like it just feels weird. And like the type of feeling I would say is like a common example, like when you go to the bathroom, you know, everyone has to pee, and if you don't pee, eventually like it builds up and it builds, and over time you're like you gotta go. It's like it just does, your body doesn't feel right. You're like you end up like running to the bathroom. So that's exactly very similar to tics. And like if you ever read on the internet would say like tics, if you have tics, you know it gets a lot worse when you're stressed. And anybody with common sense know you cannot trust everything what's on the internet. With that, I will say like it's only true to like a certain extent, just because I would say it's only true to a certain extent because, like I said, I have tics, and like all the time when I'm stressed, sometimes if I'm stressed, my tics do get worse, but that's not the case whenever I'm stressed. Sometimes it does not actually get worse. Like sometimes it's like I'll wake up and like it'd be worse. For like example, last week I woke up and like I had to tick, 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 and like I'm stepping my fingers because I'm not about to stick my tongue out you guys for every second. So like, yeah, last week I'd like tick, 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 to like some days I'll wake up and like I just be ticking and like I can't stop. So like that's why I say like the internet, you can't always trust it. And, like I wasn't stressed at all. Like I've been on like a 2-week vacation actually. So like when that happened last week, usually like a lot of times like that, I won't leave the house. Like I'll call for work, or like I won't go to class at night. And you always say like, well, why don't you do that? Because like if I'm like I'll be 25 in April, so I know myself and I know my tics. So like if I'm ticking like that, usually I can't stop ticking, or like I can't talk. So like if I'm ticking and somebody's like, well, what's wrong? I'll be like, well, actually I'm tick tick tick. I'm actually ticking. I can't stop ticking. So like to avoid them, and they be like, well, you're creeping me out. Like I'm not creeping you out. I'm ticking right now. And it's like I can't stop. Or for people who be like, well, is there medicine for it? Yes, there is actually medicine for it, but the medicine does not get rid of the tick. It slows it down to like a certain extent. So like for example, I'm actually out of medicine, so I have a doctor's appointment coming up soon, or I'm just gonna have my doctor. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna have my doctor refill my prescription. So back to what I was saying. So when my doctor refills it, it only slows it down just like a little bit. Like it doesn't like just completely take it out for like the whole day. So like with me being 25, I would say like I've had it all my life. Around this time last year, I talked to my friend, like I finally accepted that I'm gonna have tics, but like it doesn't mean that I'm just any less human being. And like some of y'all always say, well, if you had it all your life, why did it take you like 23 years to accept it? Like I said, like when you read stuff like this on the internet, it tells you that tics it might go away, or it says it should have went away by now. So like when you hear that you're like part of that 1% who tics then go away, like it gets frustrating, it's upsetting, and it does play with your mental a little bit. And you hear this thing and it says like, well, you read this thing and it says like, well, your disorder should have went away by now. So like, what do you do when it didn't go away? Like Like, do you really about to sit there and go see 25 specialists, see like what's really going on? Like, you have to like accept that you're going to have this disorder for like the rest of your life, and it doesn't make me any less regular. I'm not regular. I don't know why I said that. It doesn't make me any more or less human being than the next person. It just means I just have like a little difference. And which is funny because like I work with students with disabilities every day. So the fact that I have a disorder and they have this, I'm like, it really makes my job a little bit more enjoyable because I can understand where they're coming from, or like when they just having a bad day. Like I'm like, oh, it like I can like, instead of having somebody just psychologists try to sit there and evaluate you, like if everybody doesn't want to be evaluated and say, well, you're acting this way. Like sometimes like you want somebody that can relate to like sympathy and empathy. Like empathy is somebody who hasn't been through what you went through, but they're trying to put themselves in the situation. But sympathy is like somebody who knows what you went through because they went through it and they can relate. And like a lot of times when you meet people with like disorders, like they don't really want empathy. A lot of times they want sympathy because like you can say, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, but like you don't know how it feels. You don't know what it's like on a day-to-day basis to have this. So like to have somebody that give you sympathy is like, it's like really awesome. And that's one reason why I actually enjoy my job a lot, because I can really sympathize with them and what their daily struggles are. But anyways, going forward, is I really don't have it's like a day-to-day basis. Like I would say like I never know how my day is gonna go, just off the basis of what's my ticks like today, or like is it gonna be a bad day for me tick wise, or is it gonna be a good day? Like for example, today actually been a really good day, and like this idea popped in my head like an hour ago. So I was like, ooh, let me go shoot this video real quick because I thought it'd be a good idea. Plus, a lot of my friends always ask, a lot of my friends from Michigan, a lot of my friends from like Louisiana, always ask, that's just the ring gap going off. If anybody has a ring gap knows it goes off like the wind, if the wind is strong enough. But anyways, like I was saying, a lot of my friends from like Michigan and like Louisiana, like some of my friends in Florida, they always asking like what is it like? So like that was the purpose of today's video, is like I gave you like a quick insight of what my day could potentially be like. But you see, like it's really not no different. It's just I tick every blue moon, and like a lot of my friends who've known I had it for a while, they've come accustomed to it. So like they don't even notice it no more. I will say this: I think it will be interesting if I can meet somebody else with ticks, because like I've never met somebody else with ticks. I think that'd be dope, because like I can get it, like all I have to go off is my perspective and what I've learned and what I've read about on the internet, what people who've shared their stories on like YouTube and like other sites. So like that's my only intake. But like to get somebody like actual upside intake will be like really dope. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys this episode. You know the routine. You see that subscribe button at the bottom left of your screen. Click it, watch more videos. And also, before I go, grad school is starting back soon. So we're gonna see how my second semester goes. Deuces, much love to you guys, and hope you guys have a blessed and happy new year.